Sorry about that, you guys. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, look, it looks dark in here. Oh, what is going on with this light? Oh, because I didn't turn my light on. Duh, it is dark. I didn't turn my light on. Hey, you guys, happy Tuesday. Listen, woke up this morning and I was mad. I was like, why is my alarm clock going off? Because I was like, it's Saturday. Why is my alarm clock going off? Child, y'all know it was only Tuesday, right? So that lets you know the kind of morning I had. But it was all good. Ended up being a decent day at work. So it is what it is. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday to you. You guys, we're going to talk about Erica Mena today. Part 2 of her interview with Carlos King dropped. Now, part 1 dropped, and I told y'all I was going to review it last week, and I watched it, and I was just like, ugh. We talked a little bit about it, but it just wasn't worth me coming down here doing a whole live about, to be honest with you. And I hate to say it like that, but let's just be real. All we cared about was Erica's, and some of us don't even care about that, about Erica's side of the story with this whole Spice situation. And some of us don't care about that. But I know some people do care, right? So that is what we're here to talk about today. So let me say hi to my people, and then we're going to move on. Hey, Corey, what's up, my love? Hey, Amber. Hey, Kara. What's up, Mia, Natty, Kenya, Sierra. Hey, Andre. Hey, Nat Queen, Lemon Kush, Cool Gamer. Hey, Miss Baything, Ravine. Hey. I wish it was Saturday too, child. Thank you. Listen, I was a little late because I was looking for my black lip color for Halloween. I put a little shabakle on my face. I didn't have time to do a whole thing. So I was like, I know I got some black lipstick. I'll do a black lipstick and maybe I'll just do some powder on my face to make it look real pale. I can't find my daggone black lipstick. So I just put a little shabakle. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I put a little shabakle. Y'all know I love my shabakle, honey. I put a little shabakle on my face, but I cannot find my black lipstick. So it is what it's going to be. It's happy Halloween to you guys. I did not get any candy for the neighborhood kids. My light isn't, I need to change the light bulb in the front of my house. The light ain't on. So hopefully nobody knock on the door. Now, when I buy candy, don't nobody knock on the door. When I don't buy candy, then here they come. You see what I'm saying? All right. So let me give my disclaimer before we get ready to get into the commentary. It's already 83 people in the room. Hey, everybody that's coming in. If you are new here, welcome. Please go ahead. Right, I cannot find my black lips, and I have two. I have two black lips. Well, they're like the Juvia's Place lip gloss. Well, not lip gloss, but like this. It's like this. I can't find it. I'm gonna find it next week. I looked in all of my usual suspects, but I think one I gave to Ebby. I think one I did give away. Maybe I gave it to Ebby or somebody else. One I gave away, and then the other one I had. But anyway, you sitting in the driveway now. Hey, Montrez, Paradox True. Hey. It's your favorite holiday? Yeah. You know, today is a friend of mine's birthday, so of course, you know, it's her favorite day. So let me give you my disclaimer, and then we're going to get into the things of the things. First and foremost, let me say this. This is a reaction video, which means that we are going to listen to what Erica said. I will pause often to comment. Okay? I'm going to give my opinion. There will be a stop and a start to this situation. If you want to hear the interview straight through, go over to Carlos King's channel, because that's what happened over there, okay? Going over to Carlos King's channel. Okay? The second thing I want to say is sitting on the living room, waiting, only have 5, sitting in the living room. Yeah, you know. On my neighborhood chat, I think they were naming which houses are giving away candy. I guess that's what they're doing now, so the kids only knock on the houses that are giving away candy. I don't know. I never participate in my neighborhood chat. I just read what they talking about. I don't have nothing to add to the conversation. So anyway, your birthday was the 28th. Well, happy belated birthday to you. Hey, Cookie. The second thing I want to say is my YouTube premium situation is not activated at this moment. And Carlos got 5,000 commercials in this video. So I will have to pause so I can get through the commercial. So I apologize for that as well. Okay. But just know that I do have my time stamps, because we ain't gonna listen to the whole thing all the way through, but I do have my time stamps. If you've already seen the video, I'm sure you have an opinion. when we get through the timestamps, I will drop the link so that you guys can come up and share what it is that you need to share. Okay, I will drop the link and let y'all sound off. So one more time before I get started. 1, yes, I will be stopping and starting and giving my commentary. 2, yes, there are commercials. And 3, yes, I will be dropping the link when we get towards the end. Okay, so this is Erica Mena's interview. Now, a couple of these clips I'm going to play you guys because I just had some observations. So the first one, hold on, let me share my screen. Now, y'all know we're going to put it behind the screen. I'm not going to play Carlos's video. That's another reason why we're doing commentary. I'm not playing Carlos's video straight through. All right. Lord, I keep hitting the wrong button. I didn't hit every button except for the button I want to hit, child. Share screen. That is the video I've been trying to hit, is the share screen video. I don't know why I hit every button except for the share screen. All right. Leia said, I waited for you because I do, Erica Mena. Listen, I do it so y'all don't have to, honey. That's what I'm here for. That is what I am here for. I do it so you don't have to. So let's get into the things of the things. All right, let me come back over here. Let me cover the screen. Okay. Let me do a test first. So y'all, let me see if y'all can hear it. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear.
Y'all sit down. Words started to fly. She made a comment about your son doesn't like you. And listen, the elephant in the room is the monkey comment with Spice. And what we saw were the two of you with Shakana at a restaurant. You leaned in, tried to give her a kiss. She rejected it a little bit. Y'all sit down. Words started to fly. She made a comment about your son doesn't like you. And your face was gone. When you talk about how that relationship was so far sucked the life out of you, I think we all saw how that comment sucked the life out of you to the point where it appeared that you weren't there anymore. And switched. You know, you flip this table and you charge at her, and in the midst of that, you refer to her as a monkey.
Outside.
Explain to us what was going on in that.
Okay, so that's the first thing. I'm just going to pause right there real quick. Again, it's as you guys are going to hear this throughout this video that she is doing more explaining than apologizing. So Justin Carlos is going through the sequence of events, and he says, so you call her a monkey. And she was like, outside. I don't know why she thinks that matters. I don't know why she thought that made a difference, that it happened outside rather than it happened inside. Well, I do know why. I'm going to, as she continues to explain herself, I do know why, because in her mind, she thinks we'll get there. But I just want you guys, you know, there's certain things I want y'all to pick up on and hear as we go through. Okay. I just wanted y'all to hear that she was like outside. Okay.
That moment.
You probably know
Come a commercial. So
business cards, but did you know we also print that and that and that and that too?
There's a lot that happened inside that establishment that wasn't edited out. So when I flipped the table up, Spice got up and fell flat on her face because of all the food. Next thing you know, security, all of that stuff, mayhem comes, I get out on one of the couches and I start throwing shit at her. I wasn't done. So eventually they take me outside.
So you hear her say, after she flipped the table, after she made Spice fall, because Spice fell on the food, knowing Spice had just had surgery, and I'm listen, I don't want this to come off that I'm defending Spice, but I'm just trying to, this is how my brain was thinking. Knowing that Spice just had surgery and she fell, you proceed to stand up on a couch in these people's establishment establishments, excuse me, and throw food. Okay. Now, at another point in this interview, I don't know if I'm gonna play that actual part because I'm not sure if it plays or not. She talked about, of all the things that I've done, of all of the shenanigans that I've done in the past, this, dot. So again, it takes me back to what to our conversation about Jocelyn Hernandez. You know that these antics get you attention. You know that these antics bring you what it is that you are looking for. Hey, Rock Chick. Hey, Jax. Hey, you guys. Hey, Xavier Boo. Hey, Monk Chip. You know that it brings you attention, right? You know that it brings you attention. Okay. All right. I'm going to let it play. I'm going to just keep letting it play.
Okay. I'm outside at first talking with producers. Why she keep coming for my son? Da, da, da. Next thing you know, she comes to the window where I'm standing at and is lifting up the blinds, banging on the window. Next thing you know, I see her, she putting her ass in the window. So between the banging and her putting her ass, right then and there, I'm like, oh, this bitch is taunting me. After what she just said, she's taunting me. And she's still yelling, yes, that's why your son hates her. That's why your son. And the only reason why I heard that is because as this is going on, the door of the establishment, this is where she's standing. I'm standing here and there's a door. So the door of the establishment keeps coming out because of cameras, and people and security that are trying to balance out what's inside. So I hear her inside yelling, your son hits you. That's why your son hits you, while she's banging on the window, throwing her ass up. And honestly, it wasn't anything but her banging on the window and her putting her ass reminded me of that in that moment.
So what Erica is saying, because I can also tell too, and Carlos, you're not slick. Carlos, you're not slick. This shit was edited to hell. If y'all watched this interview, you could see how cut up. I don't know what she said and the parts that they took out, but they took out a lot. You could see the clips. You could see how it was edited. So let me say this. So you mean to tell me that Spice pounding on the window and tooting her ass up to you reminded you of a monkey? Huh. Spice banging on the window. Banging on the window. And turning her ass, or she was probably telling you to kiss her ass. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. But her turning her ass around to you, that reminded you of a monkey? Okay, girl, let's keep going, child. Let's keep going.
How to raise an individual. Her, the way she's bantering me from inside, putting her ass and banging. So what do you think? Like, you're an animal. Was it the wrong choice of animal? Yes. But in that moment, I felt completely violated.
You could have said that woman reminded you of a rabid dog, a dog trying to get a bone, a lion trying to claw at you. Like, there were a lot of different things you could have said, because you said that it reminded you of an animal. There are 5 million different species out there that you could have come up with. 5,672 that you could have come up with. But okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Violated by a woman that I really respected. I respected Spice so much. She actually came on Atlanta around the same time as me. I related to her because of how we hustle and bustle. And our babies, we got to sacrifice so much time away from them to do that. It's a common story, me and her.
So she goes on to say it's a common story about her and Spice have a common story because they sacrifice for their kids. Now, again, I know the mothers in the room have an opinion, and that's fine. I respect your opinion because I'm not a mom. However, let me say this. She is speaking of Erica's oldest son, not the 2 kids she has with Safari. She is talking about the oldest son and how the oldest son does not F with her. Now, in last week's part 1 of the interview, she said that her son doesn't film and doesn't do the show because he doesn't want to be on television, which I can understand. But let's be clear, Erica, Spice ain't the first person to make this. Hey, Rainbow, how you doing? Spice ain't the first person to speak on your relationship with your oldest son. Okay, she ain't the first one to speak on it. Okay, now let me go to the next timestamp because, like I said, I got some timestamps because it's an hour-long video and we ain't sitting here for no hour. But let me go to the next timestamp so you guys can hear the next part of what I want y'all to hear. And then we're gonna move. That's how we're gonna move through this. Okay. Again, if you want to hear the whole thing, just go on over to Carlos King. You can hear the whole thing. Okay, here's a commercial.
With the Budget Blank Smart Home Collection, you can program your smart window treatments to fit your lifestyle. Your motor
moment when she mentioned my son, I was so thrown off because just months prior, when I found out about her and her situation, you know what was the first thing I thought about? Do you want to guess?
Her kids.
Her kids. God forbid something happens to her kids.
Okay, now the only reason why I went to that timestamp is for 2 things. I wanted y'all to hear the part where she said that she thought about Spice's kids when she heard that Spice had gotten sick in the Dominican Republic. She was like, "Oh my gosh, what if something happened to Spice?" The first thing I thought about were her kids. First of all, you ain't care about her kids when you saw that woman fall and you continued to throw food at her when she was laying on that damn ground. You didn't care about her kids. And the other reason why I wanted y'all to hear that timestamp is because I wrote in my notes, no tears. Every time y'all hear I want y'all to know I didn't see a tear. Now, for those of you who watched the video, maybe y'all saw 1 or 2, but at no point in time did I see a tear. I heard a whole lot of that. I heard a whole lot of the sounds of tears. I didn't see no tears. I did not see. I heard a lot of sounds like. Okay. Let's go to the next timestamp. That was a quick timestamp. I just wanted y'all to hear that she was so concerned about Spice kids, yet she didn't have no problem throwing food when you, by your own admission, said that Spice ass was laying on that damn ground in that restaurant after you knew she had just had damn surgery. Okay, let's go to the next timestamp.
Should have never made you feel that comfortable, especially coming from a man that you know is just as bad as your baby daddy. Probably worse. Spice doesn't have the healthiest relationship with her kid's father, just like I don't have mine. So you're taking information from somebody that you know has been dog walking me and now wants to change the narrative on something he created for himself. So, she's calling him, telling him, "Oh, she's saying you're not paying child support and this, that, and a third. And oh, well, that's why her son don't like her." So whatever. And right then and there is when I realized, oh, you're using Safari's information or whatever. I instantly knew. But my whole point is you're using information from a man that you know it's no secret not to really be trusted. But
again, number one, Safari ain't the first person to mention anything about your son and your relationship with your son. They talked about that on Love and Hip Hop New York. They talked about that on Love and Hip Hop. When you were on Love and Hip Hop New York, they talked about your relationship with your son. Okay, that's number one. Number two, again, that's not what this is about, ma'am. Again, you're trying to explain why Spice said what she said and why you were so upset. That's not what this is about. Like you playing with us. You playing with us. You playing with us. Okay. Now the next timestamp is the one. This is the big one. Okay. This is the big timestamp. Okay. Stevie J even mentioned it. Right. Like you acted like Spice was the first one to say something, but you didn't have that. Excuse me, that same energy. All right. Now this so that timestamp, it just continues to go on and just talk about her and Safari and all of that. I don't care. I just wanted to, again, there's certain things I just want y'all to hear. This next timestamp is when she really gets into, I'm gonna just let y'all hear. I'm gonna just let y'all hear. Wait a minute. Oh no, I apologize. No, it's not the timestamp. Okay. This next timestamp, I'm gonna just let them play. See, if I try to introduce it, I'm gonna mess it up. So I'm gonna just let the timestamp play. There's another.
We're anesthesiologists.
Carlos, no, he's gonna make his money off these
emergency medicine
he gonna get these
physicians,
man.
pain management specialists.
Well, I'll be so happy when Friday get
Still
here.
do.
So when you said the monkey comment, obviously you do not realize that that word is considered to be a racial slur when it comes to the description of Black people. Even naming animals after us, right? Because what I want to talk to you about too is a lot of people are split on.
And here's where my issue with Carlos comes in. That's a leading question. That is a leading question. So for you to say, so you didn't know, instead of saying, did you know? Make her say she didn't know. Don't give her the out. See, this is why people are complaining about how Carlos did this interview and how he does a lot of his interviews with people he likes. You throw these alley-oops instead of really asking the question. The question should have been, do you know or did you know at the time the racial history behind the comment monkey? And then if I'm Carlos, I'm following it up with examples. That's me. That's me. Okay. I see what you said. Hold on. Kim, is it Kimmy or Kim said she didn't have a friendship with them. She had a friendship with Spice, so it hit different. Okay. I can respect that. I can respect that she had a different relationship with Spice. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let this finish playing.
This, right? Some people say, no, she knew what she was doing. She's a smart girl. She knows that. Calling a Black person monkey is a racial slur. A lot of people are also saying, no, you come for my kid, I'm coming for you back. All bets are off. Look, I'm a Black person. And one thing that I did want to talk to you about is the fact that when it comes to that word, I really am curious in terms of, did you have any idea that that word was considered a racial slur? Because what people have discovered is your usage of it in the past.
It's been used.
Again, you ask her after you done already told us that she didn't know. Ain't no need to ask her now. Why are you asking her after you done already said, oh, you didn't know? Just ask the question, Carlos. But listen to this, y'all. This the part that's going to make y'all be like, what the hell? Y'all listen to this. Listen to this.
Used by me, but not because I meant it in anything racial. It's just, I don't even want to say the wrong thing because I know how sensitive this is. And I want people to understand that even if I don't have the right words to explain it, I do know the damage. And I'm more remorseful about that because it's like, at the end of the day, I've been on this platform for so long, mostly because how relatable I've been, regardless if people like me or my antics or whatever, or what I come with, or I'm so used to being loved one week, hate another week. What's important to me is the supporters, the viewers, the people who.
So this is when I knew. I mean, I already knew. Let's be clear. I already knew what this was all about, right? I already knew what this was all about. But this is when I really knew what this was all about. You're trying to appeal to us because we're the people that really got you fired. And when I get done with this, I'll explain what I mean by that. I don't want to ruin the rest of what she had to say. But you're trying to appeal to us, the viewers, because the viewers is who got you fired. You don't care about who you offended, how you offended, if you offended. You don't care about any of that. You don't care about any of that. You only care about getting us. It's almost like what I said, in my opinion, what I feel like Tosh K did with Cardi B last week. You are appealing to the person that you feel like can fix your problem. That's my opinion. I'm gonna drop the link, so y'all hold on to what y'all got. I'm gonna drop the link, but that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Okay, but come on, I'm gonna let it play a little bit longer, then we're gonna go to the next timestamp because she just do a whole lot of child.
Been in tune to my life for so long. Those are the people that I'm really genuinely concerned with as far as making amends with. You know, cast members and all that stuff that's falling in line because it's story and producers were told them afterwards and all of that stuff. You know, not so much because they're just in it for an NDA and the check, which we all saw happen at the table. But the people who genuinely are watching me every week, that love and hate me, those are the ones I feel like are more important than anything.
So like she just said, she don't care about her castmates. She don't care about the castmates. She don't care about the crew. She don't care about production. She only cares about us, the viewers, the people who love her, the people who love to hate her. Only us. Okay, girl. Okay, girl.
Because without them, there isn't this. And I do feel, and I know I disappointed a lot of people.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the next time step because she does a lot of these long pauses. She's trying to be dramatic, right? So let me go to the next timestamp. The next timestamp, I think this is the one that is where she really gets into her issue with production. I think this is the right timestamp. Okay. Here come a commercial, y'all. Hold on. Let me get through this commercial. Child.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make
Bernie, if he don't do nothing else, he gonna get these commercials, honey.
make money on Amazon.
Every 2 minutes. Hold on. It's almost done.
Is not with physical products.
Give me a second, y'all. It's buffering. I don't know. Here we go.
Not only will I be making up for that, but I will constantly be doing my best to remind them how sorry I am and the things I do from here on out. And genuinely, just overall, I'm sorry.
Would you like to apologize to Spice for calling her a monkey?
Here we go.
I would have if she was genuinely broken from that comment. but the day it happened, she went on live.
Okay, I want y'all to hear that. I want y'all to hear that because that's why we here. We want to know. Everybody been asking me in my comments and all day long. Well, did she apologize to Spice? Sorry, y'all. Did she apologize to Spice? Did she apologize? Y'all been asking me. My internet signal is weak. I don't know why. The temperature's dropping outside. I think maybe that might be why, but work with me. Did she apologize to Spice? Did she apologize to Spice? She just said, I'm gonna let y'all hear it again. I'm gonna just let y'all hear it again. I ain't even gonna say it. I'm gonna let y'all hear it again.
But I will constantly be doing my best to remind them how sorry I am and the things I do from here on out. And genuinely, just overall, I'm sorry.
Would you like to
Now, she's
apologize to
apologizing to
Spice for
us.
calling her a monkey?
I would have if she was genuinely broken from that comment. But let's go back to the day it happened. She went on live and ranted for 3 hours on live, saying I had all types of STDs, even mentioned Safari a few times. She didn't know I said that. She didn't know I said that until producers told her I said that. What she was more upset about, which made her go on live, her falling flat.
So remember, y'all remember we watched Spice's live. Remember that? I did a whole video and she did cuss Erica out and she talked about Erica. She's saying that she doesn't owe Spice an apology because Spice didn't even know she said it. She said the producers had to tell Spice what she said, that she didn't even know what I said. She was mad about falling. Girl, what? So you don't owe her an apology because she didn't hear you say it? That's what we doing now? That's what we doing now? She didn't owe you an apology because she didn't hear you say it? So if me and Phil are talking shit about Lil Baby and Lil Baby find out, you don't think we owe her an apology if we said some hurtful things about her in the heat of anger? And maybe Lil Baby made me mad and I'm cussing her out and she finds out about it. Now, once I calm down, I'm like, damn, I kind of went hard. I shouldn't have said that about Lil Baby. That was a little much. I don't owe her an apology because she didn't actually hear me say it. The hell kind of ish is that? I'm gonna let y'all hear it, y'all. So this is where we are. This is what it is. This is what it is, y'all. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I'm gonna go back just a little bit.
I would have if she was genuinely broken from that comment. But let's go back to the day it happened. She went on live and ranted for 3 hours on live, saying I had all types of STDs, even mentioned Safari a few times. She didn't know I said that. She didn't know I said that until producers told her I said that. What she was more upset about, which made her go on live, her falling flat on her face because she just had surgery. That was the whole thing on why Rashida and Kurt was even pissed, because she just had surgery. Because even Kurt and Rashida went on live. No one mentioned Monkey because no one knew about Monkey until producers brought it to their attention. The same, literally, we fought. I went about my business the same day, the Monkey comment day. She went on live.
Did y'all hear Carlos trying to help her? Carlos tried to shut her up. He tried to stop her. Carlos is trying to help her. And she won't shut up because now she on the roll because she thinks she's right. Mama Mena makes a good point. When you truly feel that way, you don't apologize. Now that's valid. You're right. If she feel that way, that's how she truly feels.
live. You could pull it up. It's all over the blogs. I had lawyers contacting me, asking me if I wanted to sue her for defamation, that they were ready to just do it. I didn't have to put money up.
Ma'am, every time I get a speeding ticket, lawyers call me. They want me to hire them to go fight the ticket. That don't mean that don't mean I wasn't speeding. Just because a lawyer called you because of what Spike said about you doesn't mean that you were going to win a defamation lawsuit. I keep telling y'all, Cardi B got all y'all thinking that the shit is easy and it ain't. Okay, she might have said that maybe she did say you had chlamydia or whatever. Girl, have you ever had it? I mean, I don't know. I'm not implying that you did. I'm just saying. Can you do what Cardi did? Can they subpoena your records? I'm just saying she got nothing.
Because they were like, you have a case. You could sue rocks off of her. She sat on live for hours at the airport saying I had all types of STDs, saying stuff about me with Safari, ranted about everything. And that was that day. The whole week after that, she was even making posts about my I'm doing subliminals, like, this is what real life is, her at a stage or whatever. This is what real life is, ain't no Tubi. So she was even like throwing jabs about me and my movies and this, that, and the third for a whole week straight. She was genuinely like, oh my God, she heard me say it and felt, yes. I would really sit up here with my blue shoes in my hand and apologize.
Do you feel like you were set up by production?
So you don't feel like so that's the $1 million question that everybody's been asking. Does she apologize to Spice? She does not. She apologizes to the viewers. She apologizes to her fans. I put that in air quotes. But she don't apologize to Spice. Right, Black Empress, right. She said when Suki be going off on people, are they then allowed to sue her for defamation? Child. So now Carlos, again, here's Carlos throwing the alley-oop. Do you think that production sets you up? Now here she go. Here she go.
Really feel like production went, they were like, oh my God, this is going to be great ratings. Let's go with it. And what they failed to realize is that, yeah, it brought ratings, but it also brought backlash that you now have to stay face for, and probably lost a lot of sponsorship. So
now I'm going to say this. That's the only thing she said that I do agree with. She right about that. I agree with her 100% about that. And that's why I said at the beginning of this, or early on, I said that we got her fired. The reaction from the fans is what got her fired. The reaction from the fans, because let's be clear, in the history of reality TV, not just Love and Hip Hop, but in reality TV, stuff happens all the time. People throw out things all the time. And they did hype up that fight. It was in the trailer. We saw it. People talked about it. They did talk about that fight. And then the minute it dropped and the backlash came, then they responded. Now that I agree with. That's a fair question. What's a fair question, Kim? You're saying that there's a fair question for Carlos to ask her, does she think that production set her up? I mean, it's her opinion. I don't know if it's a fair question from the point of view. I guess it's a fair question, but my thing is production didn't set you up to call that woman what you call her. Productions, they always set up scenarios. I mean, that's what they do. We know that. I mean, they do it on the Real Housewives. They do it on Love and Hip Hop. They do it on, I don't know, name 500 other shows. They do it. They create scenarios. We know they do that. But again, nobody makes you say the words. Now, she has said they gave me a script and I was following the script and they said that they would have my back. That would be another conversation. But that ain't what she's saying. She's saying that she uses the word. She's used it before. She doesn't mean anything by it. And that's what it is. So, brown mama, I agree. I think this was about her getting her jobs back. Exactly. All right, you guys, there's 188 people in the room. If you have not, please hit that like button. It is much appreciated. It's free 99. If you are new here, go ahead and subscribe, you guys. We have a good time over here. And donations are not required, but they are accepted. They are gratefully accepted. But they're not required. Y'all know we have a good time over here for free. Okay. It is free 99. Right, Piggy Tiki. I agree with that as well. Listen, y'all know I'm fair, or I try to be fair. I know sometimes I think I'm not fair, but I try to be fair. I agree with Erica on that part. I 100% agree with Erica on that part. And I'm gonna keep letting it play.
They really chose to promote racism, but yet they want to have table talks now. And I'm not taking accountability for what yes, I did it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to show that, you should have shown her falling on her face too, because that's really what she was mad about.
What would you like to say to the Black community who are offended by, because you do have a lot of Black supporters?
Well, above all things, I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. And like I said, I really.
So here's my issue. I don't understand how you can apologize to the Black community for saying it, but you can't apologize to the person you said it to. I don't understand that. I don't understand how you can accept that you offended a whole race of people, but you don't accept that you offended Spice. That's the part I don't get. That's the part I don't get. I mean, maybe y'all can clear that up for me in the chat. Somebody said earlier her tone keeps changing. Yeah, because when she's doing that low tone, she's doing that slow talk tone. She's doing that because y'all can't see her looking up at the sky and pausing. That is what she was taught, okay? A behavior coach, an acting coach, somebody. That is what she was taught. That's what that was. And then when you see her getting animated and getting amped up, that's who she really is, y'all. Because she's not sorry. Here's the thing. I would much rather her stand in the shit. She's not sorry. And I don't think she gives a damn that she offended anybody. She don't care. Everybody in this chat may not have been offended by what she said. But for the people who were offended, she don't care that she offended you. She is only apologizing because she is trying to get her livelihood back. She is trying to get her jobs, because we're going to get to that at the end of this interview. She's trying to get her jobs back. That is the only reason why. So she don't care about her offending nobody. She really doesn't care.
They genuinely want to do the work. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I want to do the work to take action to prove that I'm sorry, not just say it and walk away because this is going to die down. That's not my mentality. This is why I'm sitting here with you. If that was the case, I would have just went about my business and not did this. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what it is, but I just feel like this ugly situation is going to lead me to a better purpose and trying to do something that's ultimate.
Okay, so let me go to my next timestamp, because again, I'm not playing. I'm just giving you the highlights, and then I'm going to drop the link. I only have a few more timestamps, and then I'm going to drop the link. Right, Pinky Tiki, she doesn't believe she offended Spice, but that's what I'm saying. I don't understand how you can understand that you offended a whole race of people, but you didn't offend her. That's what I don't understand. But anyway, let me go to my next timestamp, child. Let me go to my next timestamp, honey. It's gonna probably play a commercial, so hold on. We gotta get through the commercial, child. We gotta get through the commercial.
We are always gonna be connected.
And you'll always be my best friend.
All I need is 1 weekend alone.
still trying to figure it out. But I know,
yeah.
like even with the new ventures of where my career is going, I'm gonna be more mindful in just different situations that I have control over, you know? I've been, see, when it happened, I knew that day.
Hold on. That's the part I want to stop at. Hold on.
For months and
Hold
months and
on.
months.
Hold on. I want y'all to hear it again. I want y'all to hear it again. Let me go back. The part that we came in on was Carlos telling her that the fact that she's raising 2 Black kids, she needs to do the work. And that's when she was like, yeah, I know I need to do the work. So that's the part we came in on. But I want y'all to hear what she just said. Please, I want y'all to hear it again. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go to the right timestamp.
I'm going to be more mindful in just different situations that I have control over, you know? I've been, see, when it happened, I knew that.
I'm gonna play it one more time because I want y'all to hear it.
I've been, see, when it happened, I knew that day. But then I was filming for months and months and months, and I just was like, okay, I knew this day was coming, but I wasn't expecting it.
She said, when I said it, I knew I had fucked up. That totally negates everything you said about not knowing it was a racial slur, about it not you just calling people monkeys and you don't mean anything by it, about you not even understanding. You said, when I said it, I knew I had fucked up. They bleeped out the fucked up part. The word, the F word. Then you went on to say, but I kept filming for months and months and months. So I knew the backlash was coming, but I didn't think it was going to be this big. I'm going to play it so y'all can hear it. I don't want to put no words in her mouth. I'm going to let y'all hear it. I don't want to put no words in her mouth. This is the money shot, as they say right here. I'm going to play it one more time. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to just let it play all the way through.
Situations that I have control over, you know? I've been, see, when it happened, I knew that day. But then I was filming for months and months and months, and I just was like, okay, I knew this day was coming, but I wasn't expecting it to be this bad. And that's okay. What's not okay is,
I knew this day was coming, but I wasn't expecting it to be this bad. When I said it, I knew I had fucked up, but I kept filming. So I knew this day was coming, meaning you knew that when they aired it, it was going to be a problem. But you didn't expect it to be this bad. Again, you didn't expect to get fired because production wasn't going to fire you. Listen, I ain't here to defend Love and Hip Hop production. They are playing cover their ass because they absolutely were going to air it. They absolutely hyped it up and they advertised that fight and they played it with the slur in there. So they had no issues with what Erica did. Let's be clear. They didn't have an issue with what Erica did until we had an issue with what Erica did. That's it and that's all. She said fucked up, Kim. It's bleeped out because if you watch the interview, they bleeped out anytime she said the F word, they bleeped it out. So every time she said the F word, they bleeped it. She said it a lot. She uses the F word a lot. She said effed up. And why would she say feel good? She said effed up. You can go watch it. I'll tell you the timestamp. If you go to the 29-minute, 45-second stop, you can go. You want to hear it for yourself. The audio didn't keep going out. They were bleeping out her saying the F word. If you go back and look, every time she said the F word, they bleeped it out. But again, it's the 29-minute, 45-second mark. So y'all can, if y'all want to go hear it for yourself, y'all don't believe me, or y'all think that maybe it's some creative editing, that's fine too. But every time she said the F word, they bleeped it out. Right, Andre, and that's why I'm not here to defend production. I'm not even really here to defend her castmates. I'm here. I just ain't buying what she's selling. That's just me, and that's it. I ain't buying what she's selling. But okay. I just wanted y'all to hear that. I'm gonna let it play for a little bit longer. Than we got 2 more timestamps. Well, 3 more timestamps, and then I'm gonna drop the link.
How if this was as bad as the network says it is, why wasn't I let go a long time ago?
At Vistaprint, we can get your brand into your customers' hands, or their heads, or their backs.
And Carlos is nodding his head.
I actually would have been more content with that than the way they did it, because you chose to promote something that she did not know about until your producers brought that to her attention. You promoted this fight for most of the year to promote this actual show even coming on air. You guys saw bits and pieces of me and Spice and all this stuff during previews for how long? Which means they sat on this for long enough that they could have handled this whole situation different. And I'm not trying to say I'm not wrong. What I'm trying to say as a network and as a franchise, you use and suck us dry for your show to keep going. But when it's time to protect us and do right by us, or maybe wipe something out, because as a whole, collectively, because it's not just us cast. There's other people involved in this.
Thank you, Smokes. Thank you. I agree 100% that production was wrong as well. And I agree with her. Now that I'm gonna agree with her on. She asked if it was an issue, she should have been fired before, and they shouldn't have included it. But that's how you know that they didn't think there was going to be the backlash. They really didn't. They thought it was going to be some views, some clicks, some views, some blogs, and all of that. All right. But the one thing I am going to say, and Mem said this on his live earlier today, and it kind of goes back to what we were saying yesterday about Bravo. The climate isn't the same. The things that people got away with 5 years ago, 10 years ago, are not the same things that people get away with today. And I'm not saying that makes it okay, but people have to move differently, because the things that maybe you got away with doing or saying 5 years ago, you're not going to get away with doing or saying now. And that was the same thing we were saying about Bravo yesterday. All right, let me go to my next timestamp. Like I said, I have 3 more really quick timestamps, and then I'm going to drop the link. My internet is really just.
I found out.
Yeah, how did you find out you were?
I found out this happened Tuesday of August the 28th, 9th, one of those. That Saturday, Instagram went up. I called my lawyer. Did anybody call you?
Wait. So the episode aired on a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't find out you were fired from Love and Hip Hop until you went on Instagram and saw
their little safe face statement.
You
I called my lawyer like, did we get a formal pink slip? And does this mean I'm officially free from this contract? Because I was like more excited about that. Because remember, I'm like dying to get out of my fucking options, you know? No letter. When we finally got a response from their lawyers, he claimed he tried to call my lawyer, but the call wouldn't go through.
You found out on social media that you were suspended from filming from Love and Hip Hop.
Mm-hmm. Mind you, that Friday of that week, I was in green screen. I was working.
Now, I'm with her on that one. But I already told y'all that. I'm with her on that one. What's up, Star? I'm with her on that one. The only reason why they did that is to save face. I'm with her on that one now. I'm with you when you... Well, I didn't say she's right. But I'm definitely with her on that one. No, she said she called her lawyer. She said she called her lawyer and asked her lawyer, did we get an official... Did they send us anything officially firing me? So, again, it's all performative. It is all performative, okay? Let me go to my next timestamp. I just wanted y'all to hear that part about her because I'm trying to be fair. All right, the next timestamp. We got 2 more timestamps and then I'm dropping the link, all right? Okay. I'm going to go too far. Okay. Probably gonna be a commercial, y'all, so hold tight.
The fastest way to increase the length of your manhood if you want to.
About what I said to another woman, but yet 2015, Hot 97 with Ebro in the morning. This bitch called me an ass monkey 5 different times.
Yandy called you an ass monkey?
Ass monkey. If you want to go, because Mona is going to film with you. If you want to act like an ass monkey and have a girl and have a guy and you sleeping in there, then you're going to be an ass monkey. Of course they're going to film you. So when I said you weren't offended, you chose to be offended, that's what I was getting at. Is that you could have been offended at the fact that this woman talked about my kid, but you chose to be offended about her saying that I said this word. But you are guilty of calling me the same thing. So how can I take you serious to talk to me and lecture me and school me about something you're guilty of? So at that point, and honestly, this was done in a...
So she's saying that Yandy back in 2015 called her ass monkey on an interview on Hot 97. I'm not, y'all can debate about that in the chat. I'm just telling you what she said. So when she said that, she was like, you're choosing to be offended. That's what she said she meant, because she's basically saying, Yandy, you called me a monkey and it wasn't no issue, but now you so offended. Okay. That's what she was saying, child. No, Audrey, she didn't. No, Audrey, I've listened to this twice, child. She was talking to her. She said, I called my lawyer and I asked, did they call you? She was talking to her lawyer, not Carlos. She was talking about, did they call her lawyer? All right. Like I said, y'all can debate about that in the chat. I ain't debating about that, but y'all can debate about that in the chat. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let this play out a little bit more, and then we're gonna get to the last timestamp.
They didn't show the scene, obviously, but they show clips of it for their special. Only the clips that were beneficial to what the narrative they were trying to portray. But that particular scene where you see me talking to Yandy, I was at Bambi's quote unquote bachelorette party that they literally put together just so everyone can approach me on this comment. They even had poor Shekinah in the building, knowing damn well Shekinah don't even like Bambi. Okay. So I guess they thought everyone was supposed to give it to me. Shekinah was scared as shit, walked to set, came to set with security. Okay. Sierra didn't know what to fucking do, but do what she do best. The only people that really had anything to say and could say anything was Kurt, Rashida, and Yandy. And honestly, Kurt and his 4 earrings and Rashida, they can't tell me anything. I mean, you did a whole live picking a side and you didn't even hear my side.
All right. Now I might be reaching. So y'all tell me if I'm, y'all tell me if I might be reaching. But I feel like you was borderline coming for Kurt's sexuality a little bit, talking about Kurt and his 4 earrings. I don't understand what that was. She says that a couple of times about Kurt and his 4 earrings, Kurt and his 4 earrings, Kurt and his 4 earrings. What you trying to say about Kurt and his 4 earrings, girl? Now, somebody was telling me that K. Michelle made reference to Kurt and his earrings, but when K. Michelle made reference to it, she was talking about Kurt's sexuality. So, in the midst of you apologizing about one thing, I still don't feel like you was apologizing, but okay. You coming for Kurt and his sexuality. Now, I felt like that's what she was doing. Now, y'all can tell me differently, but that's how I felt. Right. So, K. Michelle, and when K. Michelle did it, K. Michelle was talking about Kurt's sexuality. Right? Am I wrong? Wasn't she coming for his sexuality? Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong now. Y'all know. Tell me. All right. We got one last timestamp. And this timestamp, to me, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why we're here. This timestamp, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why we're here. It's the last timestamp. I'm going at the very end of the interview. It's the 48-minute mark of a 50-minute interview. All right. Right at the end. 48. It's probably going to be another commercial, so give me a second.
Hush.
Okay, here we go.
And
have you ever seen anything like this before?
Lord, I don't know if they're going to monetize the daggone video after all these damn murders.
I worked my ass off to bring Gina to life.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I went too far. I got the wrong time. Hold on.
I was filming Love. I'm asking
right
for it and I'm doing the work for it. I just don't have the answer for it. You know? But
mind you,
it wasn't that. I didn't want to hear what Yandy was saying. It was just, this is the wrong teacher for me. So
what's next for you now? Because Love and Hip Hop thing happened, and then All Black said something in regards to Hush. And
I worked my ass off to bring Gina to life. I was filming Love and Hip Hop and Hush at the same time. And it was a lot of work, juggling the kids, bringing them with me, traveling back and forth. But I say all that to say, like, I put so much into my character. And I think about my co-stars, like the guys that my cast, my own cast, the production, behind the scenes, Bree, Chuck, especially because they gave me that opportunity. They wrote Gina and saw me fitting for that. And I don't know if you watched it, but it's a really good show. And I'm obsessed with my character. And ironically enough, I'm playing a reality girl, but I'm telling a story that's not my own. And I get a break. I get to still bring life to something and tell a story. To have that taken from me, and it's not even because, I'm not going to be a part of it anymore. It's that I know what goes into it. All the behind the scenes people that I love, and
I see y'all backstage.
Like I said, Bree, Chuck, like they gave me this opportunity.
Okay, so in my opinion, you guys, I don't think she cared about Love and Hip Hop, because I think she did one. I think she was ready to leave Love and Hip Hop. I think she's ready to do other things. Carlos did ask her about reality TV, and she said, she's not saying no to reality TV. So I absolutely think that she I don't think that she was as mad about Love and Hip Hop. I think she's mad about how it happened with Love and Hip Hop. But I absolutely do feel like I absolutely hold on. Let me stop sharing the screen. My internet is moving so slow, you guys. I'm bringing you guys up, but my internet is moving really, really slow. Hold on. Let me stop sharing my screen. That might help speed it up a little bit. If I stop sharing my screen. All right. I see you, Rants and Rambles. I'm gonna bring you up in a second. So let me say this, and okay, let me say this, and then I'm gonna give you guys the floor. I'll go on order: Bat, Kai, and then Rants and Rambles, and anybody else who wants to come up, I'll drop the link again. But let me say this, and then, like I said, I'll open up the floor. Kim, I know you've been riding for Erica this whole time, and I respect that. Everybody has a right to like what they like and feel how they feel. But what we're not going to do, we're not going to piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. We're not going to do that. When somebody calls a man sassy, the implication is a slur. I don't care. You don't have to agree with me. That's my opinion. If you see somebody calling a man sassy, that is not a compliment. That's not a compliment. And there's an implication there. So I understand that you feel how you feel with Erica, and that's fine. That is fine. But we ain't gonna piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. We knew exactly what they mean when they call somebody sassy. We know exactly what they mean. All right, Justin, this is your first time here, my love. You don't have to show your face, but I do need to. I need you to show me who you are backstage. But I'll let you up as soon as I can verify you backstage. Go ahead, back. Hey, my love.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, I hear it.
Okay. I just wanted to say I don't have a whole lot to say, but it's ironic to me that you have an Afro-Latina woman using basically what I would call white woman tears to get Black women to promote her dang new TV show on Tubi. Like, it is the ridiculousness of it. Erica's full of it. And then they also, for whatever reason, they expect us to believe that this almost 40-year-old woman who's been around African American culture her entire life never heard that the word monkey was a slur towards Black people. We're supposed to suspend disbelief for that.
Hold on a second, back. Thank you, my love. I'm not lying on you, Kim. If you misunderstood something I said, then I apologize, but I didn't lie on you. What I said was, I never said that you said it was a compliment. What I said was that it sure isn't a compliment. I never said you said it was a compliment. I said it's not a compliment. That's what I said. And you said that let's not promote me riding witness to Erica. But that's what you've been doing the whole live. That's what you've been doing the whole live. So if that's not how you mean it, but go back and read your comments. The whole live, you've been defending Erica. You've been talking about how Erica, how you've been defending Erica. Everything about it's been Erica and how production did this to Erica and how, Spice, if Spice did that, you've been defending Erica. That's my opinion. You say you're not riding for Erica? Okay, but my opinion is that you've been defending Erica. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. But I didn't lie on you and say that you said it was a compliment. You've been seeing both sides? Okay, well, I feel like you've been defending Erica. Okay, I'm sorry, Bat, but you finished, my love. I didn't want her to feel like, I'm sorry, him or her. I don't know if Kim is him or her. I don't want Kim to feel like I'm attacking, because I'm not attacking you. But that's my opinion of that you've been defending Erica. Okay, go ahead, Bat. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say that whole sassy thing, the discussion about the word sassy just brought to mind the it's like a comparison to how she used the word monkey, right? Because we know that sassy is a pejorative, right? When you're speaking to someone, you're not speaking to them in a nice way when you're saying that they're being sassy. When you're speaking to a dude and saying it, just like she knew when she was using monkey, she was using it as an insult. In her brain, somehow she thinks that we can convince her she didn't know the racial connotations, but she's been in this country her entire life. What you call her name, Evelyn Lozada, had just had that whole gorilla controversy with OG. She knew what she was doing, just like she basically told on herself later on in the interview. That's all I had to say.
Right. She said it. She said, I knew I had done something wrong. She said, I knew I had effed up. She said it.
Yeah, you knew you messed up, but you also didn't know that it was a pejorative. Like, but what are you talking about, ma'am?
There you go. Rants and Rambles, my love. Come on. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Kai's next. And then Rants and Rambles, and then Phil.
I was about to say, can you hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you. My bad. No,
Okay.
that was my bad.
No. I'm so happy I was able to catch one of my YouTubers going live because I had some thoughts. First off, I am completely disgusted by the fact that we also skipped the fact that woman also made monkey noises.
She did do that. She did. Yeah.
Carlos, Mr. Senate, we skipped the whole fact that she was making monkey noises and mannerisms while she was getting into the car. It is, as you said, like you're pissing my leg and trying to tell me it's raining, when the fact of the matter is, she is Latina, right? In the Latina community, monkey is a pejorative because it is closely associated with blackness, and we all know how anti-black so many other communities of color are. So this idea that in your community, and also the community that you make money in, which is the black community, you did not know that monkey is a slur, that making monkey noises would cause an issue, and this is also a siren to the black community. We need to hold standards. We need to hold rank like so many other communities do. Because the fact that Erica sat up there and said, I knew I messed up, but I wasn't expecting to be this bad. She knew that some people would be upset, but she was not expecting so many people to be upset on the same level and to have the same outcry together. That's what she was not. She was expecting maybe 5% of people to be upset. She was not expecting for people to be making threads, pulling up every other time she called mostly black women, not black men, black women, monkeys. She was not expecting for a large majority of this audience to be upset with her. And that is, to me, a sign that the black community, we need to hold standards about this is no longer acceptable. This is not acceptable in our community. If you're going to be here, if you're going to be making money here, then these are the rules you need to be following. And if you cannot follow them, you need to go. And I also find it laughable that she keeps trying to make it seem like the producers are at fault for the racist epithet to be leaving her mouth. Ma'am, oh, no one was upset until they told producers. She's like trying to make it seem like some master plan. Ma'am, how would anyone else on the cast know that you said that unless another cast member told them or a producer told them? That is not added to the pile against the producers. That is how running a reality TV show or any show goes. That is a part of the course of running a show. You saying it is not. Us being this upset about it is not. But the message, what happened, that scene going around, is not some grand scheme to take Erica down. And she slipped up when she said, they're supposed to, leave some things out, cover some things. She wanted them to protect her. She was hoping, I don't think she ever thought that scene would actually make it. I don't know what she thought, but she thought either it would be cut down to bits and pieces, or it would have been shown in some flashes. I don't think she really would have thought the whole thing would have been played. Because I get confused with how she's saying Spice fell on the floor, when I remember everyone laughing about the fact that, or like making notes, the fact that Spice had caught the table when Erica flipped it over her. And the whole point is this whole, you talking about my kid, and I don't have children. I'm telling you, I don't have kids. You talking about my kids, I'm going, I'm sorry. You talking about my kids and my body. I can't see myself coming up with something racist, homophobic, fatphobic. I can't see myself going there. I can go to hell in so many other ways that do not include me trying to say something that has such dirty, dark history. I don't care about the table flip. I will even let you say you should have died on the table slide. I'll let all of that slide, ma'am. But you saying blue monkey and also making the noises. Ma'am, you make noises. We are not going to pretend like this is just everyday run-of-the-mill Erica. Because as you said, ReallyB, and so many people have said, so many of the men of love and hip-hop, the black men of love and hip-hop have talked about how your son does not like you. And somehow, some way, you have talked about their children, you have talked about their parenting, and you have told, you've cursed at them and threatened to hit them, but you have never called them a monkey, let alone a blue monkey, which is very specific to Spice. You have never done so. So to me, you are very much so anti-black and furthermore anti-black women. And I'm also questioning the fact of why so many black women are okay with this, because this doesn't make any sense to me. She comes from a country that is rooted in anti-blackness, that is rooted in eugenics practices. of making sure that they strip away blackness from their community. And you're going to tell me you grew up in the Bronx and you're supposed to be hip and down, but you don't know what monkey means. Those are like my initial thoughts. I'm completely disgusted with Carlos. You cannot be crying about colorism on Potomac, and you sit with Erica, and you don't bring up the fact that she was making monkey noises as she was leaving that scene. You don't get to do both.
Well said. All right. Well said. Rants and Rambles. Hey, my love.
Hey, friend, how you doing?
Hey. What
So
you got? What you got?
There are two things. One, it's about what you said earlier, where it was about Erica. I'm talking about TV. There we go. Erica is not. You said, how could she apologize to the Black community, but can't apologize or see how she offended Spice? She knows she offended Spice. She doesn't care. She really does not care about Spice, and I think that's why it's hard for her to, because she really, in her heart of hearts. And it's an arguable thing. And as somebody, I don't have kids, but I have raised kids. They are on my life insurance. I'm their emergency contact, everything. Something happened. I'm the first person to come if their mama passed away. They're my babies. I understand the protectiveness of it, and I understand that Erica. I see things a little different because I work in case management, and you're a teacher, so you can kind of understand where parents fuck up and they over course correct sometimes to be a better parent. So they become really defensive about their past histories. Like if their mom is a crackhead or something like that, they become really sensitive about that topic. So I can understand the anger she feels. This is not a justification for it. This is not excusing it. This is simply acknowledging that I can see why she reacted or why she had that anger. Not why she said what she said, but why she had that anger. But a question I was going to ask, and Kai kind of prompted it, is that I keep hearing, and I don't know, it's because somebody prompted it to me, and maybe if somebody else can explain it, I keep hearing people say, I'd rather she just hit her. Kai even said, I don't even care about the table flip. And she just got stitches done, which is deadly. And I don't know. It's something about it where it's like, I can see physical damage being done to you, but you said something that hit me and affected me, so therefore you're fucked up. You get what I'm saying?
No, you lost me. Say that again.
So Kai had mentioned, and this is not like on you.
No, I'm going to explain about why. I think it's because so many people make the excuse that, oh, she talked about her child. I feel like, to me, if you can't handle your emotions and you only go physical, then you don't need to be on a show like this at all. But to me, if you're going to give the excuse she spoke on her child, then I'm like, what more do you want? If she flipped the table, if she wished death on the woman, what more do you want that you're going to excuse this racist this racist remark? That to me is where I was coming from, of the people making the excuse of, well, she spoke on her child, or well, she was talking about her kids. Well, okay, she did all of that before she said the monkey and the monkey noises part. So where do we stop? If she was able to flip the table,
and that's what I was asking, because it's like,
okay, yeah.
I've seen people like say, I wish she just hit her, or I wish she just did something violent towards her. And it's like, at that point, I'm not saying it's correct, but, and I say this as a Black gay man, if we fighting and I'm physically fighting you, I don't give a fuck if it's politically correct. I don't care if I offend you, your mama, your daddy, your dead auntie, your dead grandma. I don't care who I'm touching. At the point we had fisticuffs, and like all that kind of, and maybe that's just how my brain's set up, and because, you know, I'm a little boy from Baltimore and we got it like that. But that is why like, for me, it bothers my brain and it wrinkles my brain when I hear people say, like, to me, if she can't say nothing racist, she shouldn't be putting her hands on her. If you're justifying her being violent towards that girl, then I don't see how you're that offended by what she said.
Yeah, I completely agree. And that's why I'm saying, like, okay, well, she did the violent stuff. So why are we still making excuses? She did the violent stuff.
Exactly.
So why are certain people trying to give her more grace by going?
I don't agree. Like, I've always said, my stance was, I don't care that she's gone. She should have been gone. She's had a lot of racist shit in the past. For me, her and JoJo Dancer should not be on TV, because JoJo still call bitches niggas like it's no goddamn problem. She is probably the most profound anti-Black Afro-Latina who has a major platform ever.
Who is JoJo Dancer?
Jocelyn.
Oh. I'm sorry, my bad. It's like, who is JoJo Dancer?
Yeah, like for me, that's where I don't understand. We got to be consistent, and I think that's probably why she feels so emboldened, because other people, like Evan Lozada, who's back on TV after that whole shenanigan and fuckery that she caused, she's back on TV. Jocelyn says everything she wants, and she never got any kind of consequences tied to her. So why couldn't Erica say it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that she should be able to say it, but if you see all your other Afro-Latina sisters over here just saying anything they want to without any repercussions, why do you think it's you any different?
Right. So, I hear what you're saying. For me, because I might have a different opinion on all of this, as far as, honestly, I don't agree. And let me say this. I understand that people say, you know, all is fair in love and war. Like, if you're fighting, that's it. There are no rules to fighting, blah, 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 blah. I don't necessarily agree with that mindset, but what I will say is, if you are of that mindset, if you are that person that says, hey, ain't no rules in fighting, all bets are off when we fighting, I can say what I want to say, it is what it is, then you shouldn't be offended. That's just how I feel about it. And you should not be offended. But if you are one of those people like me, where I don't feel that way, I don't feel like there are no rules. Because I feel like what you'll say in anger is what you think when you're not mad. That's how I feel about it. I feel like if it's so easy to roll off your tongue when you're mad, then you probably already feel that way about me. You already have those thoughts. That's how I feel about it.
I'm going to say, as somebody who don't feel that. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. You're fine.
I was trying to cut you off. I was going to say, as somebody who goes for the low blow and goes to hell, it's not that I feel that way. I just know it's certain things, like, you know, we don't really get offended if a white person calls us a nigga. It's the fact that we know they're trying to offend us. You get what I'm saying? And for me, that's where my mindset is set. It's like, I'm fighting you and I'm trying to physically hurt you. I'm calling you every name I think could hurt you. Not because that's how I feel in my regular day-to-day. It's just that and this is not something I'm proud of, or it's like I hold, you know, with pride, but if I push to that level, like if you have pushed me, like, again, it's something like a parent was to push my kid, oh, it's off. It's like, I don't know how to not get that mad.
Okay. I got you. Well, that's what Erica was saying. I mean, I guess Erica was saying she blacked out. I don't know. I don't know. Here's my issue with the whole thing. For me, my issue with the whole thing is, once I tell you you offended me, you offended me. That's it. That's it. And that's how I feel about it. Once I tell you you offended me, you offended me. Yeah, understand what I'm saying? So for her to keep giving all these excuses and reasons and explanations, I don't care about none of that. I don't care what production did or said. I don't care about none of that. Everybody, I can deal with all of that other stuff over on the left side. But for you to say, well, she ain't really, I'm not apologizing to her because she wasn't really mad, because she wasn't even mad till production told her I said it, then that proves like she didn't hear you, dummy. That doesn't mean she wasn't offended by what you said. That means she didn't hear what you said. And once she heard what you said, she was offended by what you said. So fucking apologize and let's move on. We all know that in a year, and we all know that in 6 months to a year, somebody gonna give her a job because everybody will be moved on. All the outrage will be gone. Hell, she might even be back on Love and Hip Hop next season for all we know. We know that that's the world we live in. We live in a microwave society where people get mad and they move on. And that's what, in my opinion, what production thought was going to happen. They did not expect the backlash. They didn't. And so when they got the backlash, they scrambled and they responded. I'm not giving them no passes. But if people are telling you they're offended, then they're fucking offended. That's it.
I will say, I do agree with that. I feel like no matter what happens, she should be able to answer for the things she said. Even with me, when I say I get that mad, I'm still very much understanding that there's an aftermath to everything that I say. And I have to answer to it.
Well,
So if that means I lose my job, I'll lose my job.
Well, there you go. Phil, I'm sorry, babe. Go ahead. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry I got to run in my mouth check.
Oh, no problem. You know I'm here for you, hearing your thoughts and opinions, and you running your mouth anyway. So when y'all were just having that dialogue, the two words that came to mind was accountability and consequences. If you want to take it to hell, you have to be accountable for what you say, and then there are consequences for what you say as well. Erica, you sat up here and you said the whole time that this is a business, they lost sponsorships, and that's why they reacted. Those are the consequences of your behavior. Love and hip hop is to make money. You have to accept the consequences for your actions. You said you knew you messed up, so deal with it. But then you know what? I'm with you, Really B. She did a lot of double talking. Oh, I knew when I said it, I messed up. So why are you so shocked that you got fired? Oh, I grew up around Black culture. I was at the dance halls. I was dancing better than all the other girls. I won all these competitions. But you don't know that monkey is offensive to Black people? You have mixed race children with the Black men, a Jamaican Black man. So you mean to tell me you didn't know that was going to be offensive? Come on now. Miss me with this. Then it's the fact I'm with Kai. She only calls Black women monkeys. She don't call Black men monkeys when they say something offensive towards her. It's only towards Black women, which makes people think you have an issue with Black women. And you do. You cannot come in Black culture, in Black spaces, thinking that you're better than Black queens. That's just fact. And even as a Black man, I know that. I can't come into a Black space around Black women and think that I'm better than them. No, I have to take a step back because they're the queens of this culture. Erica is a joke. Then she couldn't even apologize. Well, I don't think it hurt her. Oh, that ain't the point of all of this. You said something inappropriate. Take accountability and apologize. Where is the PR training? She should have went to PR training instead of an acting class before this interview. Because all that crying and emotion did nothing for me. Yo, I feel Erica is whack. She's always been whack. She's aggressive. She's hostile. She's rude. She's always throwing something, calling somebody a name. She called Safari a gay Jamaican slur 2 episodes before she called Spice a blue monkey. She gotta go. I don't care. I hope that she takes care of her children. I hope that she heals. I think she needs to go be in spaces of her own kind and deal with her own stuff, because you want to come over here in hip hop spaces and think because you want to be the next J-Lo or Evelyn Lozada or the next Jocelyn Hernandez, that all 3 women think that they're better than Black women at some point in time. Sorry, that's just my opinion. You need to go.
All right. Thank you, my love. Busy. I mean, get to my super chat. Busy. Thank you, my love. He said, I'm working. I would have come up, but her fake tears are tiring. She has barely learned anything, and she acted like she was taking responsibility. Child. Shaky. I agree with everything. I mean, not Shaky. Miss Woods. I don't want to say your first name right. I'm wrong. I agree with what you just said. I think she expected to get fired right then and there, and after that scene, and when she didn't, she thought she was safe. I think based on what she said when she was like, as soon as it came out my mouth, I knew I had effed up, tells me that I think the exact same thing. I agree with you 100%. Okay. Anybody else? I'm gonna drop the link one more time. If anybody else wants to come up, Kim, again, if I offended you, if I upset you, please, you can come up and you can clear up where I misunderstood what you said. You said you don't want to look like that you're a defendant, that you are riding for Erica. That's how I felt. If I'm wrong, that was my opinion. That's how I picked up on what you were saying. But more than welcome to come up. I try to be fair. So if you feel like I'm being unfair to you, not my intention. And I do apologize for that. There's the link if you want to come up and just tell me what it is that you meant.
I'm about to hop off of here, but I just wanted to say one more thing before I left.
Go on. Go ahead.
The part that I thought was really telling about Erica's mentality about it was when she said, "Yeah, I did it," or whatever. You know, like it wasn't, "Oh, I feel apologetic about it. I did it," or whatever.
She does.
That's Erica's whole mentality about it. She does not care.
Nothing from that interview makes me. And here's the thing: let's take the racial slur out of it. Let's just take that out of the conversation, right? You said something in the heat of anger that offended me. And when I tell you that I'm offended, your response is, I didn't offend you. I didn't really offend you.
You weren't offended.
Take the racial slur out of it. Even going back to what Rance and Ramble said, okay, when you fight, when they go low, you go to hell. Okay, that's cool. But when you went to hell, you knew you went to hell. You knew you went to hell. So when I tell you what you said, that really went to another place for me. You said this is a woman you once respected. So you don't have no apologies for nothing. You wish death on her. You don't have no apologies for nothing. Nothing? Okay, girl.
If I can add one quick statement, because she's never had to be held accountable before. After all the foolishness she did, after all the fights on the show, after she was found sending nasty messages from her son's Instagram, she's never had to be held accountable. And this time she's being held accountable. So she's shocked and awe. She thought, oh, I'm going to be able to weasel my way out of this. And she thought, like y'all just said, because she was still filming, oh, ain't nothing really too much going to happen. Oh, people going to be mad, but I'm going to be able to keep my job. No, this time you're being held accountable for your actions. You're an adult. When you do something wrong, apologize. And the fact that she can't apologize to Spice and she's pretending like she doesn't know means that she don't really care. And I would respect her more if she was like, hey, yo, I don't care. I said something mean and nasty. We just gonna roll with it. I can respect that more than this charade she's putting on.
Exactly. But bye, y'all.
Bye. Thanks for coming up. Wait, Beats by Bree. Hey, my love. What you got, babe?
Hey, hi. Really, B, I love you. This is my first time coming up. I just wanted to say firsthand, like I had put in the chat, calling a Black person a monkey coming out of the Latino or Hispanic community is racist. And the reason why I know is because my great-grandmother was a racist on my mom's side. And she literally called my mom.
I see you, Taya. Do you want to show your face? I'm sorry, Waste Bees. I see you. Do you want to show your face? I don't want to bring you up if you didn't want to come on camera. You on camera. I don't want to bring you up if you go. Okay, go ahead and go off camera. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I just didn't want her to think that I didn't see her. Go ahead.
No problem.
My bad.
I was a little girl, and I remember this vividly. I can tell you what my great-grandmama looked like, even though I always call her a witch. My grandma had 10 kids. They were mixed. My granddaddy is from Louisiana, Creole, and my grandma is Hispanic and Indian. And she called them monkeys, told them to get out her driveway, and she told my grandma, don't you ever bring them monkeys back to my house. So even growing up, my grandmama, would tell us, if you ever hear somebody call y'all that, because she was crazy, to let her know, because she knew where it came from, and they disowned her. My mom family, like, we don't know my grandma's side, only like maybe 3 people, and we don't know nobody from my granddaddy's side because they got disowned for being together. So when Erica said that was like, there's no justification for it. I don't care if you grew up in Timbuktu. You said it because you know exactly what it meant. And it's not your first time saying it. And it seems like you directed to a lot of Black women and maybe 2 or 3 Black men here and there. But you have directed it towards Black women. And for you to sit up there and say that you're not going to apologize to Spice, then call her BITs, back to back to back, and then degrade the other Black people on the cast in the same interview, You just need to go on somewhere. Go find something else to do. And that's all I have to say.
Ooh, well, first of all, thank you for sharing because that's a lot. Sorry for those experiences. But I'm gonna say this too. I don't for 1 minute believe that Erica doesn't know that there's a racist connotation to that statement. I don't believe she doesn't know that. For a variety of reasons. I mean, there's so many reasons why, unless you just been living under a rock. But I mean, we can use the example of a couple of years ago with the whole Gucci thing and Abercrombie and Finch. We know you pay attention to what's going on in the fashion world. You know none of that. You didn't pick up on none of that. The whole basketball wives. You didn't pick up on none of that. The whole time that the Obamas were in office, there was all sorts of, racial things, and it was always about a monkey. You didn't pick up on none of that. So I don't give you a pass. But what I'm saying is, when someone tells you, whether you think you meant it in that way or not, or whether you meant it in that way or not, it doesn't matter. If I'm telling you this is a connection, it is a racist connotation to it. It has a racist connection. You don't have to argue with me. I am telling you. And as someone who was raising 2 Black children that are going to be seen by the world as Black kids or people, you have to accept what I'm telling you. It was H&M. Thank you, Yvette. You have to accept what I'm telling you. And then you go do your research and you figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Oh, she dropped. Wait a minute, Toya. Oh, okay. Here, I'm bringing you back up, Toya. I'm sorry, babe. I didn't realize you had dropped off. Toya? Toya, you there? And maybe I'm saying your name wrong. Taya? I'm trying to add her to the stage. I'm sorry, y'all. My computer.
Can you hear me?
I don't know if it's because the temperatures have dropped or what, but the computer is. Okay, Taya, can you hear me, sweetie?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Taya, Toya? Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, you're on camera again. You're on camera.
Okay. But can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So it was a couple things. For one, and I don't know, excuse me if someone already said it, but when Erica had addressed when Yandy was trying to correct her, and she told the story of how Yandy had once upon a time used the term monkey to her, I really didn't appreciate the fact, on one hand, you're saying you didn't understand that this was a racial slur, but then on the other hand, you're actually comparing yourself to the plight of a Black woman. So which one is it? You don't know what it's like to be a Black woman. You do know what it's like to be a Black woman. You do know it's offensive, or you don't know it's offensive. Like, which one? It's a difference if Yandy uses the term monkey versus if Erica Mena uses the term. It's different even if Yandy was to drop the N-word versus if Erica dropped the N-word. We're not the same. There's certain stuff Yandy could say that Erica can't say. And I felt like Yandy was actually trying to be a friend and giving her the opportunity to explain herself. And instead, she, again, with the rest of the cast, she's trying to point the finger on they did this, they did this, they did that. And the fact that she won't apologize for what she said to Spice tells me, again, you're not sorry. You're not sorry that you're lying, basically. You're only sorry you got caught. And Spice actually made the comment where she said, I exposed the racist. I agree with her. She did. And I felt like the whole interview was an audition for another role because she just lost the Hush role. So really, I think it was entertaining because, I mean, girlfriend was acting her behind off.
She was trying, child. She was trying.
And I'm okay. I'm not even upset because I noticed some people were upset that Carlos gave her the platform to explain her side. I'm glad that he did because she was whining about, her not being able to sit at the table, the round table discussion with the castmates, which I didn't feel like it was a good idea or she should get the opportunity because number one, I felt like when Yandy gave her the opportunity to open the door to give her chance to explain her side of it, she did not receive any of that. In fact, she doubled down on what she said.
She did it.
So now we're supposed to.
She did it with Carlos. I don't hear any acceptance of what she did.
Me neither. Me neither. So no, she should no. That round table wasn't for her. No. What was she adding to the table? She should have did what she did, sat back and listened, and don't act like she didn't listen to it. She know darn well she listened to it, but she just didn't receive any of it.
Taya, you brought up. Oh, sorry, you brought up a point that I was thinking about, but forgot to say about the whole Yandy situation. If anyone was watching Moon's video earlier, he showed the clips, and she was acting about the behavior that they show on Love and Hip Hop. If you act up, of course you're gonna put that on the show, and you're gonna keep feeding that, that cycle that you are now complaining about, Erica. You keep acting like a fool, they're gonna keep showing you acting like a fool. So I also don't like that comparison was not even in truth, because that's not what was said. She did not call Erica as a blink, blink, blink. She said, if y'all are acting. And so to me, that was eating this. And also, I'm okay, because I get conflicted of like platforming people. But okay, Carlos, you want the interview? Then why not actually interview this woman? Let's talk about, ma'am, why are you almost the same shade as me? Why are you now almost the same shade as me? Why do you look like me now? Let's ask real questions if we're going to have this interview, instead of fluffing up this grown woman with 3 kids now, crying like she doesn't understand how entertainment business goes, trying to act like, oh my God, production fired me. Ma'am, we can walk and chew gum. I can say Love and Hip Hop, VH1, whatever, Viacom. You all should have at the least suspended her until you saw the reaction. At the least suspended her. But Erica, that does not remove you from culpability for saying this stuff. That does not, I don't understand how she keeps trying to deflect this to production being at fault, and not, ma'am, you gave them the material to run with. You gave them the material to promote, to make money off of. You did that, and you won't even stand in that. Let alone
they can't edit what you don't give them.
Yes, let alone, they can love some things, but I don't feel like there was a whole bunch of cuts in the scene. Like she's acting like like they chopped and screwed the scene. I thought there was not that many cuts, man. I saw a lot of what happened there. I don't know where she's trying to make this other reality where this again was just mastermind. The meeting was mastermind for production in Shekinah, but what you said and what you did there was all you. And now that you are still here, and we all remember she was silent for a long time because people were also going up for her. I truly think she thought this would blow over, and now she's trying to make us mad at Viacom. But we can be mad at both. We can walk and chew gum. Viacom should at the least suspended her. And man, you should not be shocked that you were fired. This is entertainment. We are the audience. If the audience is pissed, the best thing for the business to do to keep making money is to let you go.
Now, can I say what my opinion on why I feel like they waited? Because she had an NDA. As soon as they had fired her, wouldn't that release her from that NDA? So that's why I feel like they sat on it until they didn't fire her until they played it. So that way she wouldn't go lashing out months ago prior to the season even rolling out.
Well,
I think that's why they waited.
I'm gonna push back on that a little bit, and I'm gonna let you talk, Mims. I'm gonna push back on that a little bit, only because they kept filming with her and they kept building this storyline around it, which says to me that they absolutely were going to, you know what I mean? Like I could see that if they were minimally filming with her, but I mean, she said, she was doing green screens the day before she got, fired. Hey, Mel.
Welcome. I believe that. I just think that they waited to suspend her or whatever they did with her. They waited because she was going to start running her mouth. So yeah, they did exactly what they wanted to do. I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying the reason that they waited to suspend her or whatever they did, they waited because they knew she was going to run her mouth before they got to air what they wanted to air, the way they wanted to air it.
I think it was retaliatory. I think that her contract was up. They knew that she wasn't going to renew, and why not just get rid of her in the best way possible? It made Mona look good, like she was, really about the people. And we know that she sucked all them dry. She spent all the money on her wigs. That was it. Because you did see her wigs came up, right, over the years.
I'm not doing this with Mims.
Can I say something real quick? I was just thinking about Mims, and because I watched him earlier, and I was going to say something. I seen him pop up on the screen, and then he go to the wigs. But
right,
I wanted to say earlier, and to Ms. Carr, the interview, Carlos, that interview was set up before the show actually aired, and you know how he had people lined up. When it aired, he went back and forth on if he should even do the interview. with his, himself, his team or whatever. And then he finally said, well, this will be a chance for her. And I think, like Mims was saying earlier, I think he was trying to get her to be like, I'm sorry. Like he kept reiterating, like, do you understand what this means to the community? He kept trying to go different ways for her to say, I admit I was wrong and I apologize to so and so. And she would not, she don't care.
All she had to do was put a bow on it. She couldn't even do that.
She's not sorry. He gave her every opportunity to address it, and she just would not do it. So there is nothing else left to say with her. I was trying to take something positive from Mim's message earlier, but I see he being messy right now.
I mean,
you know how Mims, Mims are gonna give it to you serious, and then it'll be, then it'll be an hour of him being shady. But I agree with what Andre said. That's why I put the comment up there. It's for me, it wasn't that he gave Erica the interview. I just feel like he was giving her the alley-oop. Like I feel like the example I used when he was like, I mean, you didn't know that it was a racial slur, right? No, don't give her the out. Make her say it. Because again, to me, her admitting when she said, as soon as it came out my mouth, I knew I had fucked up. What that says to me is, what you said was wrong. That just takes everything else out of it. But that's my opinion. Mims,
you and your fellow mistress Evelyn.
Oh,
that's
Lord.
What I was saying.
What you want to say?
That is what I'm saying. Like her and her fellow mistress Evelyn, they had the same shtick. There's no way that she did not know that this was problematic. There's no way, because Evelyn and OG almost destroyed basketball lives. There's no way it's on the
and
same.
Nobody's going to convince me otherwise. I'm sorry. I mean, people can have it against me.
Wait a minute, because didn't they film the reunion? Because didn't she do a live where she was on her way to the reunion or something?
She did a live when she was on her way to jail.
No, Erica. I thought she was in the car with like no makeup on. She had a hat on, and she said, she wasn't supposed to be on. She wasn't supposed to be on video, but she was on her. I thought she did a video where she said she was on her way to do the reunion. But this was before the her and Spice thing had aired. Then the live was released where she was on the video with a hat on. She had no makeup on. She was in a car, and she said, she wasn't supposed to say anything, but she was on her way to the reunion.
Are they even going to release the reunion? I don't see them.
I don't know at this point.
I don't see them all getting on the stage together with her. And if they see this interview, how are they really going to get on the stage with her?
Right. Well, I mean, they could pull an OG move where they could have her do an interview off camera. Like, I don't see them putting her on stage, but I mean,
in a different
maybe
room.
they would have her do a final interview. But I don't know.
Erica has been in 18 fights and she has not won one. There is no reason that people cannot be on stage with that girl.
Mims, where's the positive thought?
Mims is waiting for them trick-or-treaters. Are you waiting for the trick-or-treaters, Mims?
I'm so annoyed. I did all this work. Really was on the phone with me. Y'all see this? And the couple kids that came took like 2 pieces. I'm like, take as much as you want. It's crazy.
Right. He bought all this daggone candy. Talking about, so you think I got enough? You think I got enough?
I decorated.
This is too cute.
Like, what the hell?
Excited,
they better come.
This is our first year of empty nest.
Go get all the candy.
This is our first year of empty nest, so I just brought a whole bunch of candy and donated it to the local community center because they was doing haunted house and trunk or treat. So that way I felt like I participated in Halloween a little bit, but I didn't have to, be fiending for trick-or-treaters looking up the block like, anyone want to stop here? My light, the porch light is on. Isn't that the rule? You have the porch light on? That means you got candy?
Yeah.
I got the porch light.
Nobody has knocked yet. Yeah, nobody has knocked on my door yet. It's 8:30, so I think I'm good.
Nobody's doing it. And really was on the phone making me buy all this extra candy. I spent $60 on candy.
I told you had enough candy.
I spent $60 on candy.
I told you.
Really
you
told
like,
me I'm a teacher. I know children. why are you lying to these people? You said, I'm a teacher. I know children. You need more candy than that. And so that's why I bought it. So you're going to have to cash at me them funds, man.
With that being said, I'm leaving the call for the same thing. She said she went and bought candy and ain't nobody knocked on her damn door either. I know my nephew went to his trunk or treat at his school on Friday. He had a good time, child. He had a ball. And then Saturday morning, he's in a bowling league, so he got candy. Then he went to a birthday party. So I was like, he got more candy than he probably got enough candy to last until Christmas.
Yeah, he can have.
Well, I'll give you
send him
my
one.
address and you could just mail it all to me because we didn't do Halloween this year. I actually got to work. I'm in the healthcare field, so nobody policy get processed if I go trick or treating.
Well, thank you.
I have a question.
Yes,
we were
ma'am.
looking
And I
at,
know it's shady. I know it's shady.
No. I think that Carlos King had a really nice Christian Dior blouse. But Erica,
Shade.
no, it was a Christian Dior. Hold on. It's trick or treater. Happy Halloween. Help yourself.
See, we talked them up for him.
See,
Huh?
right.
I thought this was a kid. It was just a kid standing here.
Help yourself, guys.
Thank you. I don't want to seem greedy.
No, do it. There's been like
He said, no, do it.
5 children. Help yourself.
Big appreciative. Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Just dump the bowl and be done. Just dump the bowl and be done. Dump the bowl and be done.
No, that was a nice Christian Dior that he had on. Did you see the back of his backdrop? Did y'all see that?
No.
Carlos King, he must live in off where the Housewives of Miami live. It was
No, I was blinded by her tan, by Erica's tan, because she had just got
Erica
back
did
from
look
vacation and she had a tan.
She did look like Khloe Kardashian. She did. Khloe Kardashian. Did you see Khloe Kardashian?
Well, I was gonna say which picture of Chloe.
Khloe was darker than Erica
which
for
version
Halloween.
of Chloe?
The
Yeah,
current
which
version
version?
was cosplaying as a black woman, but that's not gonna make Tristan want her.
Maybe she was dressing up for Halloween. No, never mind.
She doesn't need to do blackface. And Claudia Jordan is Miss Kitty, Dwight Howard's transsexual lover. Did you see that?
Did Q come as the white? He was supposed to come as the white.
Really,
And on
really
that
can pull
note,
it up.
on that note, I am getting
Really
up
go
off
to
of
her.
here.
Really go to her Instagram. It's Halloween.
Now I'm gonna go to her Instagram. I'm gonna go see.
Go now. Go now. While we're live, it's Halloween. Not
I
somebody
know
said
Halloween.
you are not gonna go to the Instagram.
I have my phone in my hand. I don't even follow her. Is it just Claudia Jordan?
Yeah, the one and only.
Oh no, Nicholas died. Oh man.
I don't know that Miss Kitty is actually a
Damn.
trans person. I don't think that Miss Kitty is transitioning. I think that Miss Kitty is a person who puts on women's clothes for their, sexual kicks. I don't think she's transitioning. Nor is the other alleged lover. I think the other alleged lover also, what is it called? Transvestite is not the correct term anymore. That's not
Trans woman.
well. If you're not transitioning and
You're just a cross dresser, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. It's a
Okay,
lot of terms.
Yeah, I see it.
They call it something else now. Would that be considered? No, a drag queen is what?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nicholas too.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. Okay, my bad. The original Nicholas from General Hospital. If you guys remember the original Nicholas from General Hospital, he died. The one that was married to Vanessa Marcel. They played
Oh wow.
oh shoot. What was Sonny's Brenda? The one that played Brenda. They were married in real life. They were together in real life. All right, you guys. I'm getting ready to get off of here.
What's a good time to stop?
Well, on your end, it's 7:30 on your end. I would probably stop by 8:30. Kids should be on their way home, child.
It's cold. All right. Well, y'all have a good one.
I see you got your hoodie on. Is it cold?
It's
because the temperatures dropped here too, child. I had to turn my heat on. I was like, wait a minute, I gotta turn the heat on.
I was about to pull out my fur. All right, see y'all later. Have a good one.
And y'all and Mem will put the fur on. Moving on. All right, y'all.
Happy Halloween. You guys enjoy it.
Thank you, everybody that came up. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for being here. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.